So today lecture is cloud enabling technologies. Enabling technologies. Firstly, we are aware for that. Like we have to should knowledge about that. What is the enabling technologies? Broadband network and internet architecture. mm, Broadband network and internet architecture, and data center technology and virtualization technology, web technology and multi-tenant technology. Broadband network and internet architecture, like cloud must be connected to a network, otherwise internet largest backbone network established and developed by ISPs are interconnected by core routers. ISP means internet service provider. Second is, what is the internet connecting provider and consumer? There is this diagram, like in the above you can see cloud consumer network. It's generally connected to the cloud consumer and ISP cloud carrier. This is the routers who is providing the internet continuity to your system, and that is external user who was handling that application according that. And after that, this is experiment is going according the network resources and related it how is supplying the internet good connectivity to your services. And ISP cloud carriers and cloud provider networks. This diagram is showing like how a network is generally connected and how is supplying a good internet to your cloud technologies. So two fundamental components of this, like connectionless packet switching, and second is a router based interconnectivity. So connectionless packet switches means end to end, like sender receiver pair. Data flows are divided into packets of limited size, and packets are processed through network switches and routers. They queued and forwarded from one intermediary node to the next. Okay, so sender sending the data, and after that in the packet format, and then receiver will receive that packet format and using that intermediary data through the network switches. Router based interconnectivity means the router is device that is connected to multiple networks through which is forward packets. These are routers in this diagram. Router are connected to the multiple devices and providing the connectivity to the services. So in form of the packets. So each packet is individually processed and use multiple alternative network routes. Then packet traveling through internet. Packet traveling through internet, like first your message you are delivering, and that is arranging into packets in the form of packets. Your message, like you are sending an email, and that email generally connected to your packet arrangement and then sent to your these things, like packet being processed, then your computer receiving these packets and sending packet flowing in the router. This is the left side hand and this is the right side hand, packets flowing out of the route. Okay, so this is the packet flowing into the router, and after the packet flowing out of the router, the packet being processed or queued. In the format of the queue, packets are generally going through the following form and then outermost form, that like sender sending the message to related any related emails, and that receiver will receive that packets in form of packets. Internet reference model. This is the internet reference model where application, like host, inside the host there is some type of mode, that is application transport Internet networking and physical network is a two type, containing two type, that is first is your data link and second is your physical. So application like receiver and sender, like this is the physical medium, and where literally how data is sending, how they are maintaining, and I don't know, we don't know also, like we are sending message, we don't know the backend process, but this is the backend process who's serving and sending the message from sender to receiver. So host application to application, that is your HTTP, SMTP and FTP format. Transport layer, generally for transport layer, that is TCP and UDP format. And internet working is connected to router means internet working, IP address, that is internet protocol address. And physical network to connected to the physical network, that is a data link by data link protocol and data link protocol, so physical protocol. These are the internet reference model. Then data center technologies. Data center technologies, like data center is a facility used to house computer system and associated components such as telecommunication and storage system. Then virtualization. Virtualization means you are generally storing your data in virtual format, where you can store a lot of data. Virtualization means your memory is completely full, and your system should not be hanged, and it should be flexibly work whenever you use that system. So that is, we are using the virtual connection. And standardization and modularity and automation and remote operation and management. Then virtualization means data center, like virtual server hosting virtualized IT resources, like your hypervisor is a midpoint where VIM, virtual intermediate machine, use that data. And physical server, this is the physical server of hypervisor, where we are virtually storing our data, so that overload machine shouldn't be overloaded. Okay. And physical storage sending the physical server to the hypervisor, that is storing that data in virtual machines with the help of the hypervisor. This is in virtualization. Standardization and modularity means data centers are built upon a standardization commodity hardware and designed with modular architecture. So these are data centers. Data centers, you are generally aware for that if you know about the software thing. Supercomputer versus data center handouts, that is what supercomputer. Virtualization technologies. Virtualization is the process of converting a physical IT resources into virtual IT resources, where virtual server to virtual machine is storage, network and power. Okay. Creating a new virtual server means like allocation of physical IT resources and installation of an operating system and guest operating system, like VM, like guest operating system and application software. VMs is generally for upper layer of that, and that virtual machine management. And then operating system is a handling your application on your system. Okay, so that is handling your application and managing your application properly. Hardware, like virtualization host. Hardware based virtualization. Hardware based virtualization means like that is a virtualization machine, and that is your hypervisor. We are generally storing a virtual intermediate machine on the system. And then hardware virtualization host reduce the overheads and may reduce compatibility issues. Web technologies, like cloud computing relies on internet. Web technologies is generally used as both the implementation medium and the management interface for cloud services. Next is basic web technologies, like uniform source locator URL. Commonly informally refers to as a web address. A reference to a web shows that specify its location on computer network and mechanism for retrieving it. Example, like HTTP is your URL, and hypertext transfer protocol, like we study we then I said that was the some layer like application layer, and application to application layer shows and host that was sending to the HTTP, FTP and SMTP. So HTTP means your hypertext transfer protocol, primary communication protocol used to exchange content. Markup language HTML and XML express web centric data and metadata. Web applications running in web browser like rely on web browser for the presentation of user interfaces. Multi-tenant technologies like enable multiple users tenants to access the same application simultaneously, and multi-tenant application ensure that tenants do not have access to data and configuration information that is not their own. Okay, and the simple example that is organization A and organization 2, that is cloud service consumer, multi-tenant application and hosting virtual server. So this is the all about the your cloud enabling technologies, and I think you should aware for that. And this is a basic thing about it, and I share with you, and lot of another thing on also on this topic you can search, and you can this is the basic concept so that you can understand fully what is real exactly going on in this cloud technologies, like related its layer, its hosting thing, how they're working, how we are using it. So this is the some point of view about it. So thank you so much for this.